Hey guys, I'm back. I got the CR250 up on the stand. It's an airlift and just sitting on a motocross stand, but we got the first mod for it today. We got a Steahly off-road flywheel weight. This is the 10-ounce one. I've heard it's one of the best modifications you can do for a woods ride in a two-stroke. But it looks like a very well made. I took it out of the package already. It looks really nice. They give you these little Allen keys for the set screws, and then they give you this tool which you put on here. Use the bolts they provide to put in there, and you put a 1/2-inch drive ratchet there, and you can tighten it onto the flywheel. But first we got to take this cover off, just the stator cover. I already took one bolt out, but these are 8mm bolts. A lot of times people will replace them with these, but I think from the factory they were Phillips bolts, but I hate working with Phillips bolts, so I'm glad they're 8mm heads instead. But I'll get back to you once I got it off. Alright guys, so I got the cover off. It's not the best looking in here, but the bike's 24 years old. It looks good enough. But you got to take this nut off next, and there's a little washer behind it you got to take off. So we need, that looks like about an 18mm, maybe 17. So I get that, and I'll get back when I'm taking it off. Alright guys, so I almost forgot. You gotta take the spark plug out and put this thing. This is just a Tusk one. It's an engine lockup tool. You just thread it in where the spark plug goes, and it's like a little nylon tip. It's soft, and it just hits your piston, and then it'll lock the engine up so that you can unbolt this. You can unbolt that nut so it takes flywheel off. If you don't do that, it'll just spin over, and you'll have a hard time getting it off. Alright, so with that Tusk tool, I don't know how we can see that, there's glare from the window here, but that Tusk lockup tool in there, you can take your impact. This is a snap-on one, but it was a 17mm. Oh, I gotta use my other hand there. Then just comes right off of there. Oh, it's stuck in the socket. So then you take your magnet and, oh, this one's gonna be too big. I'm going to have to get a smaller magnet or a pick or something to get that out. I'll get it out, and then I'll get back when I'm putting the flywheel on. Alright guys, so I got it, just started hand threading on there, but take some Loctite. This is just blue Loctite. I don't have any red. I've heard to use red, just a little bit of it, and it works better, but all I've got's blue, so it's going to have to work. Man, there's not much left in this bottle. Oh, there we go. That's good enough. And then we'll thread it on there as much as we can by hand, and then we'll get the ratchet and put it on there the rest of the way. I'll sit you guys down so I use both of my hands to do this. That's about as much as I can get my hand. So between that Loctite and these set screws, it shouldn't ever come off of there. That thing is very well made. They got the Steahly off-road etching in there. I don't know how tight I should go. That's probably good enough. It's pretty tight. So now we'll take this off, and we'll put those set screws on and put it back together. Oh, it's too tight. Alright guys, so now I'll take this Allen key they provided, and I gotta tighten these set screws. It just helps hold it on to the flywheel so it doesn't come loose. Oh, it's hard to do one-handed. Seems like a lot of this is hard to do one-handed. I need to get a tripod or something to hold this camera better. I still gotta take that tool out of the spark plug too. Or where the spark plug goes. Yeah, as far as I can turn it over. That one's pretty tight. There we go. See, is there another one down there? There it is. Let's turn it over a little more to that one. Alright, you get the point of it. I'm just gonna tighten that one, last one up, take the thing out and put it back together. Get back to you when it's all back together. Hey guys, as you can tell, I got the all put back together. We're gonna take it out and see how the new flywheel weight feels. It's still warming up, so I can't pound on it too hard yet. The power band doesn't hit as hard, it just like eases into it more, but it's still got like, you can still feel when it hits. Whoa, that's fun. Maybe this isn't the best idea. It's supposed to make where you can plug it more, and it feels like it's so hard. Oh, crap. Maybe you can't let out the clutch that slow. It'd just stall out right there, but it just kept on plugging right up. Yeah, we're not going on anymore trails. It's too muddy for that on the bike right Hey guys, as you can tell, I'm back in the barn. Got the old 250 in here. That flywheel weight is, I've heard that it's one of the best mods to do, and I believe it. It makes a world of difference. I really like it. I'm definitely happy that I bought it. That was a Steahly off-road flywheel. I mean, they're expensive. It was like 120 bucks, but I mean, it wasn't too hard to install and makes a world of difference. Makes it, you can just lug the bike so much more. Sometime I'm gonna have to get my suspension set up for woods riding, because I mean it's still supercross suspension, but I mean at least it's in good shape. When I got it, the guy said that he rebuilt the forks, and I don't know, I kind of think they look newer than 97 forks, but I don't know. I do have to fix this brake line. It's been rubbing the rotor, so I gotta fix that. And then, oh, sometime I'm gonna get a new pipe. This is a FMF gnarly pipe, but as you can see, it's got a few dents in it. So I'm gonna get a new FMF gnarly pipe. And then it's got an old FMF silencer on it, but I want one of the new ones. I think it's a Power Core 2.1, maybe something like that. But this weekend we'll get some better riding footage, and we'll have that out on the channel sometime. I think I'm gonna go riding with Eric. He's got a 2018 KTM 250 XCW, so, and he can ride from what I've seen. I've never ridden with him, but from videos he can really ride. And then my buddy Elijah, he might be in the XR400. I'm not sure yet, but